Hello and welcome back to the workshop. Today we have VW Passat with slot in the dash keys this time. I think it's a B5 or a B6 model. I'm not sure on that. I'm sure you'll all tell me in the comments. The problem we've got with this one is the ECU went faulty. So we had a no crank, no start. It was dead. We tried to clone the ECU for the customer because, as you'll probably know, that's what we do. Unfortunately, the original ECU was totally dead. So we done an immobilizer delete so they could bring the car to us. So if I start this now, you'll see that the immobilizer works now, or the immobilizer delete has worked, but it leaves an error message on there, immobilizer active, and the coil light flashes because of the fault codes in it. So if we just switch that off. So what we need to do now is to do the job properly, which will involve transferring the data from the immobilizer box, which is the BCM2, which is located underneath there, which I'll show you how to take that out, getting the data from the BCM, encrypting that data, putting it onto the ECU, so then it should start and run without any error messages, so the immobilizer will be all correct. So let's make a start on taking that BCM out, and then we'll go from there. Right, so we're on the passenger side now. We've got the glove box open, and first thing we're going to do is take the screws out in the corners. There's one there, and there's one there. So they've got to come out. So we'll take those out, and then I'll show you the other ones. Next screws to take out. It's probably going to be impossible to film, but I'm going to try and do it. How do we say this? So focus. In the glove box, there's some which are there and there somewhere. You're gonna have to stick your head in and have a look because I can't get it on camera. Right, so I've located the screws. Probably the best way to show you where they are is by using this little tool here, because I cannot get my camera up there to show you. So I think there's two at the top. There's one here and there's one further along. Yeah, like I said, there's one just a little bit further along, just there. They are T20. That's T20 Torx, not tamper-proof, six-sided. You might just be able to get a Torx screwdriver in there. There we go. Torx screw, T20. I just use this because it's just really nice and easy to get in there. Right, with those two screws out, let's see what else we got. Right, at the bottom of the dashboard, there is 3 more T20s, one there, and one there to take out. So let's get those out. There's this little clippy thing here as well, a little bit of trim. I think this needs to come out. I always take it out anyway. You might be able to fudge it around without, but once that's out, let's find something else to take off. Right, so we've got, just to recap, we've got the 2 screws out in the corners there. We've got the 2 screws out, which are the hidden up ones there. We've got the screws out in the bottom, and now we get the important part. There is a hidden clip. Now this is the secret. If you've just joined the video at this point to see how to get these out, this is what you want to do. Get a screwdriver and have a look up here, and you'll see this little slot. Now, I don't know how to best explain this apart from stick a screwdriver in and wiggle it about, and you'll see it pop down. Let's see if I can do that, and let's see if it comes out. Right, I'm actually going to use a Torx screwdriver, and try and do this one-handed. See if we can do this. Put it in, and there it is. It's down. Hope you saw that, because I don't know how to describe how to get it out apart from stick a screwdriver in and wiggle it about. Good luck on that one, guys. As you can see, the dashboard is now removed, glove box, sorry, is removed from there. So let's pop the torch, and now we can wriggle it down. Right, bit of a wriggle with the glove box, and there it's down. Now what we are interested in is in this box here. I've got to correct myself, I called it the BCM2 earlier. It's not. The comfort control module is what that's actually called. It's held in with these 2 10mm plastic nuts at the top here. So we're going to take those off now. And we're almost there. We've got the plastic cover for the comfort control module. It's now going to get exposed by taking these two clips here. So here is the comfort control module. The plugs are on the other side, so we have to take those plugs off, and then the CCM is out. And there we go. So 4 multi-plugs on the top, I believe, and there's 5 slots. One is not used. This is the comfort control module, body control module, whatever you want to call it, and this is what we need to get the data from for the immobilizer to program it to the EDC17C46 ECU if you've got no comms and you want the immobilizer working with no problems, or if you need us to make keys, we can do that by post for you. So let's get on the bench and do that job. So here we have the CCM dismantled. We're going to read the data from this unit. So if you need any more keys, we call these slot in the dash keys. Passat, there's lots of different names for them. If you need these making, you'll find that you'll need to take this out to do them. You can send the unit to us, we'll make you new keys. If you've lost your keys especially, you definitely got to take this unit out. It's all online at ecuconnection.co.uk. I'll put a link in the description. For now, we'll leave it at that, and we'll get the data out of this, and we'll show you the next stage for transferring that data onto the ECU. Right, we've read the data using a chip reader of the EEPROM 95320 if you're interested. That's what the data looks like with a nice clean read. It's verified. So let's see what data we can extract from that. Right, so we've opened up the file, and as we can see here, we have VIN number, Immo ID, component security. This is what we need to change. The immobilizer pin we've got to change. The MAC codes, which is the tricky one to change. Electronic steering rack data, we don't need to change that because we're transferring this data onto the ECU. So sorry, we don't have to change this data. We need to change the data in the ECU to match this. We take this data and put it into the ECU. Here's the key data. So at this point we can make keys. So let's move on now to the ECU, get that read, and then work on transferring this data to the ECU data.
And it was at this point where I realised I didn't have my mic on earlier. So here's where I'm showing where the ECU is located, underneath the scuttle panel. You only have to take half of the scuttle panel off without taking the wipers off to remove the ECU. In this case, it's a Bosch EDC17C46 ECU. Now, most EDC17s and 16s, we can turn the immobilizer off fine. This particular one is notorious for having the immobilizer faults displayed on the screen once you do the immobilizer delete. I think that's about it. That's all I had to say. That's the ECU, and hopefully we can get back to some proper footage.
Right, so we've got Flex connected up, and we're going to connect in bench mode. See, we don't even have to take these apart to write the data back in. We've got a connection. Interestingly enough, if you ever have to clone one of these or get one of these cloned and it doesn't work, people try to clone a one-to-one clone, to take the data from one to another. You can't do that with the EDC17 VWs because the data is encrypted. It has what's called an OTP area, one-time program. The key to the encryption is in the OTP. If you transfer the data one-to-one, it just goes into gobbledygook and it doesn't work. Again, if you need one of these cloned, come and see us at ECU Connection. If you've got no comms with it, I'll show you later on which service to buy on the website to get it all done for you. Okay, so now we have the ECU dump imported. You can see that the component security.
And again, I had more problems with the mic. So here I'm just saying that the component security and the MAC and the VIN and the PIN are all different on there. So we re-encrypt the data using our software, taking the data from the comfort control module, encrypting it into the correct form for the ECU, and then we're going to write it in with the Flex tool again.
Okay, so I'm now writing the data back to the ECU. It doesn't take long. Quick as a flash. Checksum was all done. So this is now ready to fit back on the car, and we're going to see if it works. Comfort control module is back on the car. ECU is mounted up on the car. Final thing to do is always the scary part, the moment of truth part. Key in the ignition. Let's see what happens. Bit of a long crank, but as you can see now, we have a door open. Let's get rid of that. No more error messages. We have perfect working immobiliser.
If you need an ECU for a vehicle or are looking for a programming solution, simply visit us at ecuconnection.co.uk, where you'll find thousands of ECUs and components for sale in our ECU shop and hundreds of programming solutions available in our services section. Simply use the drop-down menus to select your vehicle and the component, or use the part number search at the top of the page. Once you've found your component, for example today we are looking for a VW EDC17C46 ECU, select from the drop-down menu the service that you require. You can either have a standard cloning service if you've got comms, an immobilizer delete, or in today's case we need the cloning from Immo because we had no communication with our original ECU. Add it to the basket, pay using our secure payment system, send us your components, and then within a few days your components will arrive back ready for refitting. Job done.